If you've got extra tomatoes from the garden, nice ripe tomatoes, make some real tomato soup. It's really easy to make. I put a roasted red pepper in there too. Okay, today we're making creamy tomato soup. This is made with fresh tomatoes, and I have a really good crop from my global buckets. And if you haven't tried a global bucket, I highly recommend it. You'll just have so much produce from a global bucket. Anyways, the recipe for my creamy tomato soup is below in the comments section. This is extremely easy, and I like this method, the way that I'm doing it. So I've got very ripe tomatoes. I haven't tried making this with canned tomatoes. I guess you could, but I wouldn't. I've got some really nice tomatoes, heirlooms and some early girls. Okay, we're starting off with 2 pounds of fresh tomatoes, and I've taken the core out of the center and I've quartered them. And now we're just going to put some olive oil in. And again, the directions for this are below in the comments section, but you can adjust to your liking. That's the beauty of this soup. So that's probably a good 1/8 of a cup. I've got some kosher salt. Put that in. And I've got just a small piece of onion. It's a wedge of onion. Looks like that. And I've got 1 fresh clove of garlic, right from the farmer's market. And I've got half a sweet pepper, and I've seeded and cored that. And all I'm doing is I'm just mixing that around. I'm going to put it onto this baking sheet. Pour the rest of that good olive oil on there. And I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees. And we're just going to fire roast this. So I'm up at 400 degrees, and I'm going to put this in for 30 minutes, and I'm going to move it around several times throughout the 30 minutes. Okay, my roasted vegetables worked out really, really well. The tomatoes, I flipped them around a couple of times. The skins are starting to come off. The garlic looks really good. The onions, and about every 5 minutes I just kind of moved it around in the pan. It smells fantastic. I was burning a little hot, so I turned it down a little bit to 375. And then I let this sit for about 10 minutes. So I'm just going to put this back into the bowl, scrape everything in. Get all the little bits on the bottom. And now I'm going to use my Jennifer's fancy blender here, Ninja something. And I'm going to put the tomatoes in, and the red pepper, the onion and the garlic. Scoop all that goodness in there. Now, I've got 2 cups of chicken bone broth. We're going to put that in. And I've got a tablespoon of tomato paste. I have my tomato paste in a little tube, and you just squirt it out. And I've got a good teaspoon of better than bouillon chicken. I'm going to put the lid on and whiz this up. There we go. And now I'm going to go with an old school strainer. It's fairly fine mesh, because we want to get rid of all of the skins and seeds, and so we're just going to strain this out. There you go. There's all the stems and seeds and stuff you don't want to eat. And the consistency on this is really good too. It's just perfect for tomato soup. And the next step is, this is ready to go. And you can either put it in a bowl and microwave it, or put it into a pot. Depends on how many people you're going to serve it to. But this will give you about 6 servings. And what I like to do is put it into an old style of onion soup bowl, hot, and then put a little dollop of sour cream in the bottom, or a little bit of cream cheese, or some heavy whipping cream on top. Lately I've been doing my grilled cheese croutons. So that's like a keto bread. You cut it up and you garlic, salt, and onion, olive oil. Then you put some freshly grated Parmesan cheese in. You make like little grilled cheese croutons and serve that on top. There you go. That is delicious soup. That's real tomato soup from the garden. Roasted red pepper tomato soup. Thanks for watching.